Hey y'all, what's up? It's Ty Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Sistas on BET, Season 2, Episode 2. Yes, it's Tyler Perry's Sistas. Alright. It was a 2-hour premiere, so I decided to break the video up to Episode 1, Episode 2, because it was 2 different episodes, but it was 2 hours premiere. Alright, let's jump right into it. Alright, let's go with Karen. Karen, no, not too much Karen. In Karen's storyline, Zach was cleaning her apartment because he said he was going to clean the blood. I mean, he really wasn't doing much. He was just... I was like, how much blood can you get out of that apartment while doing the same circular motion? He was doing that. Aaron walks in like he always do it, popping up and everywhere. So, Zach was in his face. He said, damn, you just always popping up. What's going on? It's because of you or this stuff happening. Everybody's dying because of you. And everything... Aaron said, I apologize. He didn't want to hear what Zach keep coming back. He said, don't leave. He kept talking to him. He said, you do this, that. Everything. Aaron said, listen, maybe I can help her. You broke, you this. They was going back and forth. He also, oh, she talking about me? She tell you things about me? And everything. It was a lot. And he said, oh, you just, dang, you got it on, you got it like that, and this stuff. And it was going back and forth. He said, I'm not your enemy. He said, oh, we not friends, but I'm not your enemy either. And I was like, what is, this was pointless stuff. Aaron keep walking out. Zach keep calling him back in. Aaron said, what we doing? Like, relax. Cameron decided to call him, Zach, and said, listen, I need some clothes. So, I'm at Sabrina's house. Can you get some clothes for me and bring it over there? He said, cool. Now, after he was popping all that junk to Aaron, going off the mouth like he was going off. Yeah. You, this is that. You, that. Da. And Aaron said, oh, going back and forth. He said, no, I will wait in the car. He said, no, I need you. You got a car, right? He said, yes. Let's ride together. You can take her some clothes. He said, okay, I'll take her the clothes. He said, no, you don't know where you're going. And he's like, oh, let me call Karen. He said, no. All the time you're going to pop up with no calling. Now all of a sudden, you want to ride with me. Now you want to give her a call. I was like, oh. Zach was doing the most. He said, look at that. I'm cleaning the floor with pink gloves. Pink gloves. You see this? See, I got stabbed. This is that. All that stuff, all because of you. And he said, I would take her the clothes. He said, you don't know where to go. He said, we could give him the address and I can find it out. Give him the address. He said, no, I'll take you with you. He said, listen, I'll go with you. He said, I don't have a car. So go. He said, oh, you popping on that jump, but you want him to ride in the car. You want him to drive you to where you're going because you don't have a car, but you popping on that mouth with Aaron. Okay, whatever. They two need to get cordial, get off the little beef they got between each other, and just move forward. Zach needs to focus on himself if he want Cameron back. Aaron, I don't know what Aaron going to do. Because I remember last episode, I forgot to mention that. Zach want Cameron to slow it down with Aaron so he could get himself together. Alright, so when he get himself together, he said, take it slow. Don't go too fast. Take it slow. So that way, when I get myself together, and I prove to you that I'm the person for you, then you don't have to go that far with Aaron. You that far with him and you get back with me. So that's that. Now, the episode started. No, I ain't go there yet. Let's go Sabrina. Sabrina had a job. Danny called Sabrina. Now, Danny was calling Sabrina because, I don't get to that. Danny called Sabrina for a reason. But I gonna get to why Danny called Sabrina. So, Danny had a job. She was on the phone with Sabrina was at the phone at the job. She was on the phone with Danny. Hang up the phone because her boss, Miss India, needs to talk to her. She said, Sabrina, can I talk to you? She said, yes, Miss India. She said, did you authorize this? She said, yeah. And you did not look at this? You didn't see no warnings, no red flag? Did you get identification? He said, well, it was over the phone. And then for friends, you did it for friends, but you didn't follow protocol. She said, and I'm in trouble? She said, you did something wrong? She said, yes, you didn't follow protocol. And you know, see, this is wrong. Now the FBI investigating. So Sabrina said, what? What's going on? He said, listen, FBI got to investigate what you going through because you didn't follow protocol. You messed up. So go home. She said, oh, you firing me? She said, no, I'm not firing you. But you need to go home. And she said, it sounds like you firing me. She said, Sabrina, listen. You got to go home. This is crazy. The FBI needs to talk to you. They will have to talk to you because you didn't look at this correctly. Now, go home. Only take your purse. Leave your key and key badge. Leave your key card and key badges here. I said, oh, Sabrina, you might lose your job with this nigga Andy. Lose your job of your friend. And I said, listen, I will not lose my job to take in no advice, do any favors for a friend. I will do what my job is and follow the protocol, whether you're a friend or not. Ain't no bending the rules because that's how do you pay your rent and pay your bills and eat food and do shopping. All the other miscellaneous stuff that you need to do. So don't mess up your job, the coins, to save a friend who put herself in a situation. Alright. Next. Now I will get back to connecting. So the episode started when it finished the last episode when Andy flipping out that she saw the FBI at her house. Now, she know the FBI was seizing everything. Her house, the car, the keys, and the dog. They took everything. She don't got a dog, but it's all that fun. And they seized everything. Her phone, house, her car, everything because she got money wired to her account. So they think she's connecting and involved into what he was doing. So they warned her and everything. Now she's all pissed off that at the house, getting her stuff. And she said, get in. She's trying to go down and hitting the FBI. I said, listen, you got too many times to hit that freaking Agent Josh. And you're doing too much. Why are you hitting him? So she's upset. Kim had to calm her down. Danny arrived there. Danny was like, what's going on here? Danny was a little thing. She's like, So they decided to go to Danny's house. So they driving, calm Andy down. While Andy was in the car with Karen, Andy told Karen exactly what was going on. And Karen was like, what? Like, really? She tell her bits and pieces. She didn't tell her everything, but she telling her bits and pieces that, yes, Gary's in jail for embezzlement and racketeering, laundering money for his firm. He put his money in my account. That's why I'm connected. So now they think I'm involved. And it's a lot. So they seized my apartment. She said, oh, that's what's in your house. Yes, they seized everything. Taking everything. Even her phone. And she was like, okay, let's go Danny. But now they was like, you know what? Let's go to Sabrina's house. And we're going to call on Danny and let her know. So they called Danny. Danny was on the phone with Sabrina and telling Sabrina that they're going to be driving to her house so they discuss things. And Sabrina said she can't leave her job because her boss is there and everything, and she had to be there, so she can't leave early. While she was talking on the phone with Sabrina, Cameron called Danny and told Danny that they're going to be at Sabrina's house. And she has the key. So then Danny got on the phone and told Sabrina that change the plans, we're going to your house. She said, okay, you have the key. And that's that. Then that's why the boss Miss India told Sabrina she got to go home. Now Sabrina is home. She came home. Karen, Andy, and Danny's at the house. Now Danny was stealing drinks from her job, popping all that little small bottles, and giving everyone some drinks. Because Andy wants something strong because she just upset. So they popping them bottles out. They talking. And that's what Andy told Danny and Cameron exactly what happened. Told us everything. Now, meanwhile, Sabrina walks in. And Sabrina came in before she told everyone. She told all of them the situation. So Sabrina came in and they was like this. And she said, oh, I got sent home. And I might get fired. And he said, I'm sorry. And he said, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Because I did this for you, getting fired with a guy and helping you. Because I did a little through a proper protocol and signed off for something they're not supposed to be signed off of. And she told him what's happened. And they said, what? Really? So Danny was like, oh. So they were trying to keep dating because dating's when she get her drinks and stuff, she gonna start going off. They said, Danny, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. She said, I'm gonna say what's in my mind, right? Gonna say my mind. And she would say, oh, so you got the nice car, you got this nice house. I was at Danny. Danny trying to play like, oh, so he would put money in your account, so that's why you got these nice cars and stuff like that. And you try to come at me. And she said, don't start. Don't start. She said, I'm just saying. And then Danny went and said, oh, so why you was in Alabama? They said, what? Alabama? Because they said Atlanta. So what the hell they draw water in Alabama for? And he said, Gary took me to a place to show me a house. And basically, his wife told him he's an isolator. And I started to believe that. I said, you should have been doing that like that. But that's what it is. Danny was delusional. It was a lot. And then they asked Sabrina, how much money was wired into the account? How much money? Tell me. Baby, she said 14 million. They said, what? What? Oh, you go to jail. You going to jail? And Cam said, you that deep, girl? I didn't know it was that deep. 14 million? Shoo. That's a lot. Now, after the FBI went to Andy's house and raided her house, they went to her job. And Fatima was there. And Fatima was the assistant to Andy at her job. So Fatima said, you can't go back there and talk to my boss. And go, my boss got her, and she said, I can't do it. I'm going to lose my job if I can't go to my boss. She went the white girl tears that quick. And she said, okay. So your boss. But I got the warrant. He got the warrant in his hand. So she went to the office. I think she took the hard drive or something like that. She took some folders and put it on whatever she put it. I think she put it on her dresser. I said, how the hell she walking with the dress like? Unless she put it in her office and put it down before she came back out. But she put it in everything, all that stuff, and said, okay. She told the boss. They said, good. Then they went in the back. See stuff. And then she called for. What? No. Andy wanted to call someone because Cam said, you got someone you could call? You got someone you could call right now, girl? Girl, you got someone you could call? She said, I got a tax attorney who's going to help me, and I could call him. She said, good. Call. She said, well, who was going to call? Mike. Call Mike. So she went in the back, and she told somebody she needed to use her computer. She said, okay, go in there. You can use the computer. There's no password. And she ended up calling Fatima. And then Fatima said, your FBI is here. She said, well, they can join the office. She said, no, I ain't going to tell them ish. I ain't going to tell them jack. And I took your hard drive. I cleared your hard drive out. I took some files that had connection with you and Gary, all that stuff. And she was like, oh, my gosh. You doing all that stuff? Don't get yourself in trouble, girl. She said, I ain't going to tell him anything. I ain't going to tell him anything. I'm a loyal ride or die chick. I ain't going to tell him jack. She said, okay, Fatima. And she said, can you call Mike for me? She said, Mike? Oh, why I got to do Mike? No. You should do Hayden. She said, Hayden, he's good. You would be better with Hayden. And Mike. She said, what's wrong with Mike? She said, no, Mike. Hayden. He said, I like them to call. Tell them to call Cameron's phone. Because they got my phone. She said, I was calling. She said, they got my phone. And she said, okay. So Fatima wants to talk to Hayden. A nice little lawyer. I said, Tyler Perry does know how to pick up the guys. He know how to pick the guys out. They got some good looking guys in the show. Even the FBI Agent Josh, was good. I said, oh, they got some nice eye candy so far. And he was sitting there. And Fatima was trying to say, can you help Andy? She said, I don't know. There's a lot going on. He said, you good. You can help her. Whatever she got herself into, you can help her. Long story short, she would say, listen, if you don't help her, I'm going to talk to my mother. He said, oh, your mom? He said, she will tell your mom because you go to church together. I said, oh, snap. And he said, you owe me, right? She said, oh, no, I got it. I said, what's going on with Fatima and this guy? Like, is some history going on with yours too? And he was sizing her up, that Fatima in a little yellow dress with her body. And Fatima said, okay, I got you. I got you, boo. All right, and just help her, and he gonna give her a call. So later on, they went back to the house. Ain't no was clowning around. Danny was like spilling drinks on the freaking couch. Smelled a perfume. She said, "Oh, you got a lot of perfume." She said, "Oh." Sabrina said, "No, that's Calvin." So Gary said, "Perfume? God wear perfume?" And you know, Danny's still clowning, teasing, and judging Calvin. Sabrina said, "I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care about none of that stuff. He starts changing things. I don't care. I like him. That's what it is. He said he loved me." And they said, "Oh, love you." Oh, she said, "I like him a lot." I didn't say it back. I like him a lot. And that's where Andy came out. I said, "Where she came from?" She was just in the back. So how she came here? So they talked, and she told him, she said, I like Calvin a lot. We'll see how that goes. I didn't say I love you back, but he said, Andy said, I love you. Or I love you, girl. I said, Danny, you stop to it. You stop. So that was that. And then Kim got a phone call. And he said, who called her? Gary called her. I said, oh, he said, speak. I'm telling the truth. They set me up. I'm not lying to you, Andy. Cameron will not let Andy talk. So she put on speakerphone so they all hear. So they talking a while and everything. And then Daddy got the phone. She said, listen, you are trifling, low down, bastard, put my friend in there. You go to the jail. Ah! She was flipping off on him. She said, hey, get on that, get out. She was on that phone. Get it out. Gary, she said, they were trying to get the phone off of Danny because Danny had that phone locked and was getting on the phone with Gary. You got this, you got my friend in trouble, you this and that, you die, you've done, you lied me. And she was going on, and they just dropping everything, they all tussling and tashing, trying to get Danny off the phone because she was going off with the phone. And then Annie still wanted, like, she was trying to get the phone for Cam, and Cam was like, no, you're not getting the phone. No. And she tried to get the phone. I said, Andy, girl, snap out of it. Slap it. Girl. You said, pull yourself together, girl. She was just like foaming up the mouth trying to talk to Andy. And Cam was not letting her. She said, call later. Bye, click. And then while they turned the phone, they turned their backs. Then Andy was in the phone like, I said, girl, get the phone off and get up the, oh my gosh. And he said, you know what? Y'all, they're going to stop playing with me. Y'all going to stop playing with me, y'all. Because I'm not here for it. And yeah, she said, well, we got to go. Because I'm not doing this with y'all today. I'm not stupid. Don't try to play me like I'm stupid. You living a large life, doing all this craziness. This stuff, you got yourself together. You got yourself in trouble, putting us all into it. And it's all needs to help you. Like, we ain't doing that. So while she was getting up and getting ready to leave, open the door, Aaron and Zach at the door. And Danny said, and that's how the episode ended. I mean, probably was some more to it, but, you know, it cuts off at that point. So I don't know what happened after that, but it looked like that was the end of it. And I said, oh, snap. Now we got Zach and Aaron after there. And I see no clothes I ain't see no bags, no nothing in his hand. So I said, watch next week will magically appear in his hand. But that was Sistas, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this 2-hour premiere. I actually did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It gave a lot of background story and stuff. I mean, some scenes. Oh, I just forgot one scene. Calvin went to see Maurice. Maurice was trying to flirt with Calvin. He said Maurice is like a horn dog. He wants some sausage to suck and everything. He tried to get Calvin. Calvin was not budging. He actually gave him candy. And Calvin said, oh, I want one of your candy. Maurice said, I want your candy. He said, nah, this is the candy you getting. The real candy. And then he was trying to get his father. He said, I own your father. And so I said, you trying it. So Calvin told Maurice that I want to go out. Let's go out. Let's do something like clear our mind. And Maurice eventually agrees. And they go out. Calvin left. But that was the rest of it. I forgot that scene. But that was Sistas, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.